Welcome. So we're at a swimming pool here in beautiful Aurora, Colorado. And you know what we're here about is how we can get our pools open more this summer, because it's been so frustrating for so many Coloradans. In Aurora and Denver and Boulder and Fort Collins and Grand Junction and Fort Morgan, across the entire state, our pools are sadly not exempt from this difficulty in hiring that people have, and particularly hiring lifeguards that are trained in CPR, their supervisors, is what is holding many cities back from having normal public pool hours. We did a poll across the state. What we found is that we're at about 57% pool openings, meaning our pools have about 43% reductions in hours, and some pools are not open at all compared to 2019, pre-pandemic. As we get into the heat of summer, that is simply not good enough. So today we're gonna make a big splash. Yes, somebody likes the pun. And we're announcing really a threefold plan that we are moving forward with right away to get our public pools open. Number one, we are waiving the blanket prohibition on overtime for 16 and 17-year-olds. So these are a lot of wonderful lifeguards behind us. Let's give them a round of applause. Many of them are 16 and 17, and there was a procedure to request a waiver to allow a 16 and 17-year-old to work overtime. There is in any industry, but it's very cumbersome because it has to be applied for by the individual and then approved for the individual. So it's a lot of paperwork. What we are doing for all of our pool workers is allowing 16 and 17-year-olds, if they want, to work overtime up to 54 hours a week, meaning they can earn time and a half. Here in Aurora, these young folks are not only keeping out all swimmers safe, they're earning $16 an hour. If they want to be able to work overtime over 40 hours, they'll be earning $24 an hour for that period of time. That's number one. Number two, we are offering the opportunity for aspiring lifeguards to earn while they learn. At workforce centers across the state, including Arapahoe Douglas County Workforce Center, we're moving forward with the program where people of all ages, by the way, not just kids, retirees in their 50s, 60s also want to be lifeguards. You can earn $1,000 for the week that you're training to be a lifeguard. It's about a one-week program. You learn lifeguarding, CPR. You already have to know how to swim well. I mean, it's not a swimming program. So this is for good swimmers out there. But to train to be a lifeguard, one-week program. Now, in the past, when these young lifeguards came through it, they had to have no earnings that week. They just trained to be a lifeguard. Now you will be able to earn $1,000 for the week that you were in training and then get a job right out. That's number two, moving forward immediately. Number three, we are supporting our parks and rec departments, our cities, everybody who runs public pools with a grant program of up to $25,000 that will effectively pay for additional staffing, including overtime, raises, recruitment bonuses, all of the above. There's really total flexibility for cities and special districts on how they use that. Getting our pools open is truly a watershed moment for our state. And trust me, it's no belly flop. We are getting this done. So thank you. I'm really excited to see our cities and counties and special districts, all the entities that run public pools, dive right into this opportunity to get all of our public pools open. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Mike Kaufman. Aurora's been a leader in getting their pools open. Before I do that, I want to acknowledge we have so many of our elected leaders here. We have Senator Janet Buckner with us. We have Representative Naquita Ricks with us. And we have City Councilwoman Allison Coombs with us. Where'd Allison go? Thank you, Allison. We also have representatives of the 3 different departments of the state that help make this happen. We have Rick Garcia from DOLA administering the program to support better pay and training. We have Scott Moss from the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment working on the employment aspects. And from the Outdoor Recreation Office, we have Sam Albert. And the dimension, part of the reason this is important for outdoor recreation, swimming is a form of outdoor recreation, but we also want Coloradans to enjoy all of our public pools because that reduces the crowd in our other areas that people use, like whether it's state parks or whether it's lakes. So it's all part of that overall healthy outdoor recreation scene. So what are you waiting for? With that, we'll turn it over to Mayor Mike Kaufman.
Thank you, Governor Polis, for sharing this exciting news in Aurora's very own Central Recreation Center. The City of Aurora values our 10 public pools, which support active and healthy lifestyles for our residents. Our pools are a primary destination for Aurora's youth. The availability of our pools and recreation centers this summer is particularly important as we continue to expand our efforts to offer recreational opportunities for our youth in Aurora. Our pools and recreation and fun experience and are an important component of our efforts to curb youth violence in the city of Aurora. For Telemundo, me gustaría dar las gracias al gobernador Polis por su ayuda. Con la ayuda del estado de Colorado, debiera ayudarnos a poder contratar y retener un número suficiente de vidas para mantener a nuestros hijos seguros y nuestras piscinas abiertas. Gracias. Councilmember Coons.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Governor. This is a really exciting opportunity for our Recreation Department here in the city of Aurora. We do have, as well, some of our Rec Department staff, including Joe Sapp here today, as well as our Deputy City Manager, Laura Perry, who is over that department. And this department really is the lifeblood of our city. It is part of the social infrastructure that ensures that not only our young people have somewhere to go, have jobs that they can do, which are protective factors against youth violence that the mayor discussed, but it's also a place that our families can connect with one another, can access services for children, can build relationships, and also ensures that our older adults are well served, that their health is promoted, and that they can continue to thrive and age in place in our city. So thank you all for your great work, and thank you to our lifeguards for putting in all the work that you are putting in now and are going to continue to put in, it sounds like more, to make sure that this service is available to all of our residents all of the time. This is an issue I've heard about from many constituents, so really grateful to the state of Colorado and the governor for making sure that this opportunity is available to everyone. Thank you all.
And again, I want to thank and Representative Ricks. They both support efforts with the Outdoor Recreation Office and statute that's do that. And thanks for leading Spanish. So I'll just say en español. Hoy anunció nuestra programa nueva para abrir nuestras piscinas en todo el estado de Colorado, porque nuestros residentes quieren visitar y nadar en las piscinas, pero algunos todavía están cerrados y tienen pocas horas. Este programa va a abrirlo más como normal, más como el años antes, y este programa va a abrir su piscina en su barrio más, y es importante para disfrutar este verano aquí en Colorado. Gracias. Okay, we'll be happy to take some questions. Any questions from the media? Yes. A little louder. Yeah. We'll go to the mayor too on this. So like everything across our state, it's hard to hire people. And what we particularly heard as we reached out to parks departments and pool supervisors across the state is hiring lifeguards and supervisors is really what's holding back more pool openings. The demand is there, people want to swim, but they're having difficulty with their budgets hiring lifeguards and supervisors. So part of what this grant will enable them to do is pay better, and a couple of dollars an hour more if they need to. They can use the money on recruitment. There's more flexibility. 17-year-old lifeguards with over overtime, and we want to increase the supply of lifeguards by supporting the training of lifeguards. So by tackling it in this way, by July 1st, which is when the awards are made, we're hoping that this will lead to increased operating hours over July 4th weekend so people can get out and swim. And I'll turn it over to the mayor to indicate what he's hearing.
Well, thank you. We are simply not able to, within our current budget, attract the trained talent that is necessary to keep all of our pools open. And so this additional funding from the state of Colorado, the governor is here today to share with us, will, we believe, enable us to hire the talent, the trained talent necessary to keep all of our pools open this summer.
Yes, go ahead, loudly, please.
You know, in terms of youth violence prevention, what this city is moving forward with a number of programs to curb youth violence. Keeping these pools open is really a component part of that. That keeping our young people active in activities over the summer is just essential to reducing youth violence in our city.
And that's all. I want to applaud Senator Buckner for her work on the public safety package, because part of that is also pushing out more money to local jurisdictions for after-school programs, diversion programs. Swimming is a great example of safe fun. There's many other structured programs, from sports leagues to leadership development programs, that will have increased state support in the future, thanks to the work of the legislature. Yeah, so on the dollar, okay, so the labor piece, overtime is immediate. So right away, supervisors across the state can offer overtime to 16 and 17-year-olds at time and a half, same as anybody, and they can use those opportunities to work a little bit more, earn a little bit more, and that's available now. The grants will be deployed by July 1st, so in time for 4th of July weekend. There's about, 4 days where the parks districts are able to file the paperwork. It's minimal paperwork. We really approached this with Rick Garcia. Let's make it super easy. Shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. Put it together. $25,000 maximum grant by July 1st. The local districts can get half up front and then half once they show that they've increased hours and open and closed pools. And then the final piece, the trainings, those are being scheduled by the county workforce centers. There's going to be some as soon as a week or two from now, but those will also be through July, depending on where you live in our state. So, she asked two questions. One was, how does this play into a national lifeguard shortage? It's a time frame of this program. First of all, we're addressing the lifeguard shortage here in Colorado, and we're going to get it done. There could very well be lifeguard shortages elsewhere. I hope they look at this as a model. Part of it is helping young people and people of all ages earn while they learn. Because if you can earn $1,000 to get your certification, that encourages people to be able to get that lifeguard and CPR certification and then go on to become a lifeguard quickly. Obviously, increased opportunities for overtime hours also helps. So we feel that this strategy will address the shortage here in Colorado, and we hope other areas take heed. What was the other one? Yeah, this is a summer program. So while there is, of course, indoor swimming year-round, many of the outdoor pools are only open in summer. Are yours open until, September sometime, your outdoor pools? So Labor Day. So, different areas, generally they're closing their outdoor pools in September. The staffing issues dissipate at that point because they need a much more limited staff for their indoor pools. So this is about this summer. And of course, future summers as well. There's a larger pool of potential employees for lifeguards. The money goes out July 1st, the first tranche. The second tranche, second half, August or September. But they know they're going to get it, so they can make those hires and make those expenditures right away. Any additional questions? It's loud because people are having fun, and thanks to the effort to get more pools open, even more Coloradans are going to be able to have fun this summer, especially as we get into the heat of July and August. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Mike. Get all the pools open.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys.